Shalom, Israel, shalom. Just wanted to come back in, get a quick little lesson in. Before I get started, I wanted to say all praises due to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakahat Kodash. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, the rule well, pushing this truth out with honesty and sincerity. To the hopeful elect scattered abroad, liking her to a speckled bird. Shalom to the brothers and sisters out there. You know what I mean? Shalom, right? So this gonna be a real quick one. And before I get started, let me start by read a scripture first. Let me bring out a scripture real quick. Read it up. Cause I really be feeling the scripture. So let me bring a scripture out real quick. Right? Especially when you see it and you like, yo. you see what's going on in the world and you be like, yo, I could think of some scripture off the top of my head. Go with that one. This is the book of Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh, keep not silent. Right? And so, look what we got. This is from, the article is from December 4th. So this is a recent article. So now, they changed the deaths. They fudging the numbers. They fudging the numbers. I ain't gonna get too much into trying to disagree with it. I'm just pointing out what they saying because they pulling people videos down left and right. So I'm just going to state that they changed the numbers. That they changed the numbers, y'all. They changed the numbers. Let's scroll down a little bit, right? The Center for Disease Control Prevention has quietly revised its estimate of the disproportionately death toll that the COVID-19 is taking on the communities of color. After adjusting for age. But Senator Warren, down right here, Senator Warren called out the CDC for adjusting the data by age. Woo, 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 woo. So you don't even really need to hear no more. They just changing the numbers. That's the first. They changing the numbers, right? CDC quietly changes the numbers, right? We got some more though. Come on. The Watchmen ain't finished watching. So once you get, let's zoom in on this one. Once you get hospitalized, black patients with COVID-19 have a lower risk of death than white. You don't even got to read the statistics because we already know that they statistics could be biased, off. Let's call them off. So that way YouTube, oh, you going against the medical knowledge. I'm just reading an article, YouTube. We just reading articles over here. So I gotta read another scripture, man. I gotta read another scripture. Excuse me. I gotta read another scripture, man. You can't make it up, man. You can't make this up, y'all. This is the book of Isaiah 52 and chapter 8. Thy watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together shall they sing, for they shall see eye to eye when Yahweh shall bring again Zion. So the main point there is the watchman, Salakia, Isaiah 52 and 8. Thy watchman shall lift up thy voice. So here we go again. Let's continue. So that's crazy, man. The sister Lisa Cabrera, she put up one of these articles, or maybe even both of them. She might have put up both of them. So I seen Lisa doing. I'm like, yo, I got to share with my peoples. So, but let's get off of that for a minute. Let's talk about this. Remember this right here? The CIA dropped crack into see, we going, the theme is we going with order, how they do order out of chaos, or create a problem and then come up with the solution for the problem that you created, right? Okay, now you feel me. So now let's go back. You see, CIA dropped crack into the inner cities in the 80s under the direction of Ronald Reagan. That was the Iran-Contra affairs. They was selling drugs here in the hood, and then taking money, and taking it and supposedly giving it to the freedom fighters or some shit over there in Nicaragua, right? But that show Snowfall gets into that, how deep they was into it and all of the shit that they was doing, right? Okay, tie it in, Sherm, tie it in, right? Tie it in. Here we go. We gonna tie it in. There you go. You see what I mean? You create a problem that wasn't there, and then you come up with a solution. New York City Rockefeller drug laws. And in more recent times, you got the crime bill. But remember this one right here, this oldie but goodie? The 3 strikes law that they came back, they came up with in the early 90s, 92 in California, to counteract the rise in crime due to the drugs that was pumped into the black communities by the CIA in the 80s. They created the problem and then came up with a worse fix. Nowadays, what they doing nowadays with the people that's getting the people that's under drugs now with the opioids or whatever, they about to delegalize it. I mean, legalize it, delegalize it, make it legal and so that's wrong. They trying to legalize it pretty much, or make it where it's less of a felony. It's not even a problem, right? You see, we still got some people's locked up for marijuana convictions, but you got some, mostly Edomites, got marijuana dispensers in other parts of the country. So, let me get another scripture here. Let me get another scripture. And this one ain't gonna be long. I just wanted to show y'all the now, and then show y'all the past. And then, let y'all make up your mind. So YouTube can't say, oh, you was going against medical things and you was speaking out, or whatever the case may be. Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me. From me, Salaki. Warning from me. So again, you had the organized drug dump in New York, in New York, LA, Chicago, and Detroit, right? They never recovered. They came up with the Rockefeller laws. They had the 3 strike laws. Then your favorite president of mine, Joe Biden, co-authored the crime bill that came about the whole nation in the 90s, where Hillary Clinton was calling us super predators, right? Even though the CIA is the real super predator. But we gonna let them have they little phrase words they throw on us or whatever. And now you moving into now. In the hospital, we have if y'all leave us alone and not poison everything or whatever, and we doing fine. You give us the same treat, we doing fine. For some reason, we became the face of COVID because they playing with the numbers. They adjusted the numbers. So that way I'm reading exactly how it say, and they can't say I'm going against nothing. They adjusted the numbers. Yeah. So people would say, Elder Apostle Gabar channel, he locked out till May or April. Elder Apostle Tahar locked out of 2 of his channels. They done took out a bunch of other brothers in GMS channels, Meanwhile, all of the IUIC channels is up. General Yohana out there still doing, oh, Buck Private Yohana, I'm sorry. I promoted the brother. He's still Buck Private. Buck Private Yohana, his channels is up. All of the debate videos with Sakari or whatever. And you know why? Because those videos are harmless to what they got going on. And no disrespect to the camps, but you not saying nothing that's making them uncomfortable. GMS is putting up videos that make them uncomfortable. That's the bottom line. Ezekiel 33:7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. Right? Ezekiel 33:7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman upon the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. Right? And so again, man, they playing with the numbers. They playing with the numbers. And I ain't even get into the vaccine and the effectiveness and all of that type of stuff like that, which is questionable. Those numbers is questionable. You know, Price Fister done, Prifista, I think that's how you, Prifista, or however you say it, with the them heads. They trying to sell 1 billion needles. They going to adjust some stuff. That's just business. I'm gonna put my best foot forward. In a dog and pony show, you're gonna always show the best looking dogs and ponies first. That's the first thing you learn in the military. So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to come back in, quick little lesson, and show y'all what's going on, man, in the now times. When we in the hospital, I knew somebody that got COVID. They said they was positive. They came home, didn't do too much. Quarantine, they was fine. They ain't take no extra medicine. They ain't give them nothing or nothing like that, right? I'm not saying everybody gonna go through that, but I'm just saying the person that I know or whatever, I do know some people that passed away. The person I know that passed away was 70 plus, almost 80 years old. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying you can't pass away from it. And even the person that moms it was said that they don't think that they moms passed away from COVID. But they said she tested positive, so they blamed it on COVID. So I'm just saying, man, you gotta walk circumspectly out here, man. They playing tricks, man. They's playing serious tricks, man. They's playing serious tricks, man. How we used to say, when I posted this video, I said, like, remember you played spades back in the days? Remember you was playing spades? And you look at the score, and you like, man, you pin whipping me. You pin, remember pin whipping me? I think they pin whipping us right now. That's all I'ma say. Remain spiritual, Israel. Remain spiritual. Shalom.